بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أهلا بكم أبنائي وبناتي طلاب وطالبات الفرقة الثانية في الإنجليش سيكشن في مقرر اقتصاديات التجارة الخارجية. This lecture for the students of the second year in the English section. Our subject is foreign trade economics. Today we are going to complete our discussion about the national income and the relation between national income and foreign trade. National income equilibrium and the graphical presentation of the relation between them is our concern today. We determine the equilibrium level of national income either by the income expenditure approach or by the withdrawals injection approach. Using these two approaches graphically, we will identify the direction of the changes in national income. If households change consumption or saving, firms change investment, the government makes changes in its expenditure or taxes, and finally when exports or imports change. Not only the direction of the change in national income can be shown, but also the magnitude of the amount of the change can be calculated. Today, the direction of the change in national income is our concern. في السلايد دي أنا بأكد على حضراتكم إن إحنا عندنا two approaches، عندنا منهجين لدراسة وتحديد الدخل التوازني، والتو approaches دول هما منهج الدخل والإنفاق، الدخل القامي والإنفاق الكلي، والابروش التاني المنهج التاني أو الأسلوب التاني هو الإضافة والتصرف. احنا بالفعل بدأنا في المحاضرة السابقة حسبنا the magnitude or the amount of the changes هما بالفعل calculated وحسبناهم في المحاضرة السابقة. وإحنا النهاردة today we are going to discuss the direction of the change. The direction of the change in national income is very important. Today we show the direction of the change in national income using the graphical presentation of both the income expenditure approach and the withdrawals injection approach. The first one of them is the income expenditure approach. According to this approach, equilibrium national income occurs when the desired aggregate expenditure schedule AE equals C plus I plus G plus X minus M cuts the 45-degree line. It's agreed that the slope of the AE schedule depends only on the marginal propensity to consume (MPC). This is due to the assumption that investment, government expenditure, and exports are autonomous or exogenous in every time they are unrelated to the level of national income. والسلايد دي بتقول باختصار لحضراتكم إن منهج الدخل القامي والإنفاق الكلي هو بيحدد التوازن عندما يتقاطع خط 45 درجة الذي يشير إلى national income بيمثل الدخل القومي عندما يتقاطع مع ال AE line اللي هو خط الإنفاق الكلي، وال AE اللي هو ال aggregate expenditure هو نفسه بيمثل ال C plus ال I plus ال G plus ال X minus M. وقلنا المحاضرة السابقة واللي قبلها إن هو الإنفاق الكلي بيمثل الإنفاق الاستهلاكي والإنفاق الاستثماري والإنفاق الحكومي وصافي التعامل مع العالم الخارجي. بأكد على حضراتكم النهاردة برضو إن the slope of the AE الإنفاق الكلي aggregate expenditure هيكون ليه slope، والسلوب ده اللي بيحدده هو ال MPC. اللي بيحدد السلوب هو هنا الإنفاق الاستهلاكي، هو ده اللي ليه marginal propensity to consume. وإنما بقية العناصر الأخرى والمتغيرات الاقتصادية الأخرى هي هتكون exogenous، هتكون مستقلة عن الدخل. They are unrelated to the level of national income، هي غير مرتبطة بمستوى الدخل القومي. Only the consumption expenditure is related to the level of national income. This graph explains this idea. Uh, in this graph you can see three levels of aggregate expenditure. The first level, AE1, refers to C plus I, the case of the closed economy. After the government intervention through the government expenditure, you have another aggregate expenditure level, AE2, and your national income equilibrium increases. According to the open economy, you have another level of aggregate expenditure, which referred to by AE3. It's assumed that after foreign trade, you can get an increase in your national income equilibrium. Therefore, you have the point of equilibrium E1, which less than E2, and E2 less than E3. According to these points of equilibrium, the level of national income YE1 less than YE2, and so YE3 is the greatest value of national income in this graph. The second approach today is the withdrawals injections approach. Under this approach, equilibrium national income occurs when the withdrawals schedule S plus T plus M cuts the injection schedule I plus G plus X at the point E naught. This slide presents this relation between them according to the graph. The point E is the point of equilibrium. And the point of equilibrium according to this approach means that the withdrawals equal the injections. According to this slide and this graph, the increase in national income occurs when the exports increase. The previous lecture we have already calculated the impact of the increase in exports on national income, and we have learned the importance of the multiplier and the impact of the multiplier. According to these calculations, we have to get the impact of these increases in national income according to the initial increases in exports. The shift upward of the J means that the level of injection increases, and this increases according to the delta X, the change in exports. And the change in exports by increases lead to the increases in national income from the initial value 1250 to the new value 1375, and this increases in national income equilibrium is a result of the increases in exports. In your text, you have found that there is another exercise to find the impact of the change in the MBM. If the change in marginal propensity to import occurs, you have to understand what is the marginal propensity to import. We have already give you the idea about this terminology, but today we are going to discuss this terminology again. The MPM is the fraction of each additional pound of national income that is spent by the domestic residents on imports. And according to the change in the marginal propensity to import according to your exercise in your text, you have new graph. As the marginal propensity to import increases, and as a result of the increases in the marginal propensity to import, your national income decreases. And according to this graph in this slide, you have the initial point of equilibrium 1250, and after the change in your marginal propensity to import, you have the new point of equilibrium E1, and your national income equilibrium point is only 1000. It means that the change in marginal propensity to import lead to the decreases in your national income equilibrium. وده معناه إنه كلما زاد الميل الحدي للاستيراد، كلما تحقق مستوى توازني للدخل القومي أقل، وبالتالي يفقد الاقتصاد القومي قيم كان يمكن تحقيقها من الدخل القومي عند مستويات أعلى، وده يؤكد أثر الواردات السلبي على توازن الدخل القومي. في النهاية دي مجموعة من الأسئلة to test yourself. Find which of the following statements is true or false and give reason. عايزين من حضراتكم تناقشوا كل عبارة من هذه العبارات وتحددوا مدى صحة أو خطأ كل عبارة مع التعليل وإعطاء السبب، سواء كانت العبارة صحيحة أو خاطئة. ويعني يكون في كتابة مثلا يعني only one paragraph، يعني 3 lines only. أول واحدة فيهم the first one: imports is one of the injections and have a positive effect on national income. The second, an increase in imports will lead to an increase in exports. The third, a rise in exports shifts the export schedule downwards and the national income rises. كل واحد من حضراتكم يناقش هذه العبارات، وأتمنى أنكم ترسلوا الإجابات على الجوجل كلاس روم، والكود هو بالفعل مع حضراتكم، وياريت ترسلوا الإجابة. وأنا هعمل نسخة تاني من هذه اللكتشر على الجوجل كلاس روم، وهحدد لحضراتكم تاريخ التسليم لهذا الأساينمنت. وشكرا جدا لحضراتكم، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.